Beautiful. Welcome. I'm missing.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'm going to share a little extended uh, appreciation and gratitude and observation. So this, who here is a Burning Man veteran or a regional event veteran? Who here feels like more and more you are considering yourself a burner regardless? Good. One of the massive gifts of the experience of going to Black Rock City or an event like that is that you're forced to surrender. You're put in a circumstance where your environment is so different, whether it's just everything is different, and you are forced to let go of so many of the patterns that you have, and really kind of do some inquiry about what do I really want to do right now? How am I really feeling right now outside of the expectations that I've had my entire life? And I see so many parallels with what we're going through together right now.
Right.
And there's also this incredible shared camaraderie that happens when you undergo an experience of hardship together. And after the first dust storm at Burning Man, there is this, suddenly we're a family. We're literally all, covered in the same substance. And I think there's a significant, right now in my life, people that grew up in the United States, we all had like 9/11 as this shared experience, but this is the first time there has been a global shared experience that everyone in the world for the rest of my life, will have this awareness that we went through this together. And, in a time when, the internet and what we're using right now has been this incredible tool to flatten the earth. Maybe that's a poor choice of words considering where the topics of conversation could go after that. Let's say metaphorically flatten the earth, that there is no them, there is no over there. We are all connected by a click. We have people from all over the world here right now. And that connection has now been made real. It is not like a gimmicky thing and a gimmicky toy. It is a very real thing that we are all sharing together, and we're communicating on an immediate basis with one another. And that gives me this incredible sense of hope. I was talking with a friend recently, and they're struggling with, there is a lot of reasons to be scared right now. You can certainly, with realism, say there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot that could be painful and cause suffering for yourself and others. And I think that if I look at the list of possible pros and cons, I'm not sure if I could argue that the cons list is pretty intense. But when I look at that cons list, I have control over almost none of it. And I look at the pros list, I've got so much power and so much control over that. And so I keep coming back to, like the same thing that I mentioned, that, Ram Dass, when he was asked, hey man, is the world headed towards catastrophe or is it heading towards the age of Aquarius? He said, I don't know. But I asked myself, if we're headed towards the age of Aquarius, what would I do? Well, I would meditate, get still, and then spend my energy spreading as much kindness in the world as possible. But, if we're headed towards Armageddon, what would I do? I would meditate, I would steady myself, and I would share as much kindness with the world as possible. So the same reality is with us as it's always been. And the same question is always what it's always been, is who am I? Who am I going to be? How am I going to show up? And it's just the world now, with all its old patterns, all the old things that are shaken off of us. So now we really get to ask the question, who do I want to be? Do I want to show up for my neighbors? Do I want to be someone who is focusing on gratitude when I can, who is being a role model of connection and openness? And there is this, I just feel so blessed that in these gatherings that I get to experience other people's joy and other people's observations of what's wonderful. There's, you know, when Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, you know, someone was critical and asking him questions like, that makes no sense, you know, like I can't just live in the present moment. I've got mortgage, you know, like I got all these things that I need to worry about. I have to be thinking about that stuff. And he said, well, yes. However, most of us are living all the time in the future and in the past, in our concerns and our worry and our regrets. And occasionally we take these breaks where we visit the now. You know, we meditate or we rock climb or we have sex and we're present in those moments, because we just need to change the ratio and live in the now and then take vacations to the future. And I think that's really critical right now. We need to be present, live in this now, celebrate all the amazingness that is in every moment, and then take vacations and visit the future and go, okay, there's some stuff that's coming down the line and it should affect the way what I need to do in the now moment. Or is there anything I can do? Yes. Is there anything I can do now? No. Okay, vacation over, return to the present moment and take in all that is awesome, the sunsets, the music, the connections via Zoom or whatever it is. Yeah. And that discipline lets us to be energized and strengthened and not overwhelmed by a situation and by a world that we do not have the ability to affect. We are all agents and possible role models for how we can act in a world that is not like it used to be. So thank you for being those ripples and those agents of change in the future, in the now. So wherever you are, would you grab yourself? If you're with someone, you can grab them too. And as you feel this body, feel its warmth, feel the solidness of it, and then look around this room. All these beautiful, gorgeous faces. And imagine that you are squeezing them, squeezing me, recognizing the shared humanness of every one of us. And then those arms squeezing you, that's ours, that's us. That's us reminding you that we are connected, we are family, we are open-hearted, we are loving. And as we share our beauty and our gratitude, we are amplifying that to one another. We are increasing the depth of miracles in the world as we notice it in one another. So let's just look around this room one more time. Know that each of these people has a network of amazing people that they love, that love them. And let's just be powerful beacons of our own energy and let that ripple out into the world. So let's just take a deep breath in and then hold it at the top. Ready? And then sigh it out. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb, Larry Harvey, and all you love warriors, happy Hug Nation. I love you. We gather here twice a day at noon and 6. I would always love to see your energy, but know that wherever you are at 12 and 6, you can hug yourself and you are a part of this, because it does not matter where your feet are at. It matters where your heart is at. And we can all be connected. We are all connected. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna
unmute and clap, everybody. Yay, John. Thank you.
Thank you. So now,
did she color Asher's hair?
Is that colored hair?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if I can try this really quick. What?
It's pink, but there's no direct sunlight on this porch, so you can't. Just as much as mine is pink. His is
Amazing.
I'll find a way.
All right, this is a special day.
That is awesome.
So cute.
Oh,
Oh, girly.
Carrying pink shoes. Does that
oh,
remind
the pink shoes.
Oh, he's so cute.
All right, now I'm going to turn this over to Kerry, and she's going to lead us through the rest of the programming.
What an honor to be here and get to spend time with all of you. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, and thank you to me for showing up for myself. I wanted to share one of the things we've been doing is the hearts and the spirit fingers. There's a tool in Access Consciousness, which is a modality I'm trained in, where you can actually shoot energetic contributions to people. So you can just go like this, 1, 2, 3, and it's actually shooting energy and good vibes. So I like doing that one too on Zoom. So and then I also just wanted to share, last night I watched a beautiful live stream. I know Halcyon was there too, with a performer named Storn. And he shared that at 8 p.m. he's been howling out loud in support of all of the medical workers, the people that are the delivery people, the people working in grocery stores, all those people that are on, as we call it, the front lines. And my brother is residing in Cape Town, South Africa, which is where I grew up. And they also do that at 8 o'clock every night. They're clapping and hooting and hollering. So that's something that I'm wanting to spread. And I did it last night. I went outside and one other person heard me and started howling. And I want to see how long it takes to get, you know, the whole neighborhood doing that. So
I am howling as
Yeah.
well, and I would be very curious to see how many on here are howling at 8 p.m. and they're
Yes. And how many people are going to howl at 8
how
p.m.?
many raise your hands. You're going to start, I know that, but
We've
so
already
nobody here. I was the only one that was doing it.
We had a
I've been
bunch of
doing
us
it for
in
2 weeks, so
It feels so
howling
good.
jackalope.
It feels so good to be able to release sound. And so I want to encourage you guys too. Most of you are going to be muted during the DJ set or even during the meditation. If you feel the desire to release sound, a sigh, or even louder noises, my roommate Amy Stardust is here. Sometimes I'll just hear her bedroom door will be closed and I'll just hear her being like, and then it'll remind me, and then I'll be going, and it just feels so good sometimes to release. So just want to remind you guys of that. So my name is Kerry Bo Berry. I am an infamous DJ within the Burning Man scene. I live in Long Beach. I DJ a lot in San Diego and in LA, and actually all over the place. I DJ a ton on the playa. And I'm also a registered nurse. I'm going to be leaving in 2 weeks to go to Chicago to work in the home health field. I'm also a life coach, a belief coach, magic coach, and I'm also a facilitator for a weekly circle that we have every Friday at 7 p.m. with my roommate, Amy Stardust. We realized about a year ago that we both had this dream and desire to gather community, and that we really wanted to do it co-ed. We have a lot of friends that do women's circles and there's men's circles, and I think those are all so beautiful. We really wanted to bring men and women together consciously to have deeper conversations, but also to play and have fun and just connect in a non-party environment, but with people that like to go to parties and festivals. So we started that. We've done 5 of those so far, and they've been really beautiful. And that's called the Starseed Circle. If anybody is interested, you can find us on Facebook. And so now I want to take some time. Well, actually, let's see. Does anybody have any questions for me? Any comments before?
What was it called? The Starseed Circle?
Starseed Circle. I can put a link, or maybe
Okay.
Amy can put a link in the chat so you guys can see. We share in our, it's a new group, but we're as interactive as we can be. And then we have that event every Friday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
I should say there is a group for these gatherings that I'll also put that link on. So in case when this chat is gone, you can still access that link and others. And we'll get those near it. But if you look for Hug Nation on Facebook, you'll find it.
Yeah. And I met John so long ago. I think the first time I knew who he was at Leyenda in 2011. And then we became closer friends because I got booked to DJ at the Pink Heart fundraiser in San Diego. And I've been a fan of his for a while, and then he discovered who I was and became a fan of mine, and now we get to be fans of each other. And I'm so glad that we're collaborating in this way.
I think the last time I saw Kerry was on one of your beach sunset dance parties.
Yeah, I'm pretty famous for those. I got a lot of new SoundCloud followers through that, so thank you, John, for sharing that. I'm so excited to play for you guys today. Yeah.
Well, I'm your biggest fan in Cleveland.
Oh, nice. It is crazy that I would never have thought that in my 30s I'd become a DJ and that I would have people that listen to my music all over the world. It's pretty wild.
Absolutely.
Super grateful. All right, anybody else want to put your hand up, share anything, or have a question for me before we get started? Okay, beautiful people. All right, so I'd like you to just sit somewhere that you can be comfortable. We will be closing our eyes, so somewhere that's safe to do that. Okay. We're going to just take 3 mindful breaths right here. Notice how grounding it is just to take these breaths, how calming it is. Just reminding you that this is your time. You have nowhere else to be. And I just really acknowledge you for taking this time for yourself, taking this time for connection, taking this time for some play. And take your hands and just place them over your forehead, over your head. Imagine a golden light underneath your hands, infusing your brain, your head, your mind. I find in meditations, this part is often overlooked. And I just think it's so important to take a time to just acknowledge this beautiful physiological part of your body, the brain, and all the functioning that it does. And then also acknowledging the mind, the imagination, your belief systems. And housed here too is the third eye, your intuition. Just take a moment to just really be grateful for your brain and for your mind. Just a reminder that your thoughts and the way that you choose to think about things really impact your life and create your reality. It's such a beautiful gift and a tool to be able to be aware of what these thoughts are. And you can do this through journaling, through talking things out with a friend, just becoming aware of what these thoughts are that are really ruling your life. What you're focusing on is what you're growing. And a belief is just a thought that has been thought over and over and over again. So I just invite you in this following week to be aware of what are the thoughts, what are the beliefs that are running in the background. Bring awareness to them. And if they are not serving you, you can choose a new thought and a new belief and then go about practicing it. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much to this part of who you are. Now you're going to allow your hands to slide down to your chest and to lay over where your heart is. You can imagine a glowing golden light beneath your hands in your heart chakra. Just take a moment of gratitude for the physiological heart, pumping blood and oxygen and nutrients all over your physical body. Don't even have to think or concentrate or ask it to. It is sustaining your life. It is sustaining your physical body. Now take a moment of gratitude for the love, for the energy of love, for the opportunity to love. To love is such a blessing. And anytime you're feeling maybe lonely, disconnected, or just like you don't have enough love in your life, I want to just remind you that in order to have love in your life, all you have to do is love. Find something to love. Find a loving action to take. Put love out into the universe and it will grow for you personally. So grateful for the energy of love. And love is a choice in any moment. All feelings are valid. And sometimes we really do need to surrender to the fear or the challenge, the sadness, and fully feel it. And simultaneously know that love is always an option and always available to choose. Just take 3 breaths here, imagining that golden light glowing brighter with each breath. Just take 3 breaths here. Now I want you to flip your hands over so that it's creating like a little tunnel where your heart is. You kind of move your fingers to help activate the energy. And you're just going to take this golden light and shine it out from your heart. Shine it out to any of the beings in your home, any of the beings on the block where you are, sending out love to all of the beings in the city that you live, spreading it out across the country and at the speed of light across the entire planet Earth. Spreading that love, that pure golden light, that love as far and wide as it will go. Spread that love out to everybody on the planet. All the people that are struggling right now, the people that are sick, the people that are overworked, the people that have lost somebody, people that are having challenges caring for loved ones, maybe people that don't have income right now and are struggling financially. Send so much love to all of those beings. Anybody that needs extra love, allow this to radiate out to them. And also acknowledge that as you're doing this, as this love energy is radiated so far out, that you are an infinite being and you are capable of this love. You have a huge capacity for love. Just allow those love beams to trickle and shoot and flow and swirl wherever they are desired and required at this time. Maybe you want to make some noises. Feels so good to love in this huge capacity. And now you're going to take your hands, stretch them out wide and around in a circle. Put your hands back onto your heart. And now I want you to receive love. Receive love from everybody on this Zoom call. Receive love from everybody in your household, everybody on your block, everybody in the city, everybody in the country that you live, and receive love from everybody on the planet. We are all connected and we are all one. Unity. Unity connects us. As we are in this endless cycle of giving and receiving love. And we are all connected globally and beyond. Feels so good to receive all that love. So grounding, so grounding. And now the last energy center, we're just going to slide our hands down to below your belly button, where the womb is in the female body. This is your hara. When your energy is here, it is a reminder of presence. Allow yourself to really say gratitude for this present moment. Gratitude for your life. Gratitude for your loved ones. I want you to think of a time in your life where you felt unconditional love. Just bring up that moment, bring up that feeling. It can also be a fantasy moment of unconditional love. I want you to really feel that radiating here in your hara and your root chakra and beyond, stretching into all different crevices and cells in your whole body. And now I want you to magnify this feeling of unconditional love 10 times, and 10 times more, and 1,000 times more than that, and just feel that energy of unconditional love radiating in every single cell, dancing. Soak it in. Enjoy it. Maybe you have a smile on your face. Maybe your eyes are smiling and your heart is smiling and your whole body is smiling right now. So grateful for that experience and that energy of unconditional love that is available to you in any moment if you choose it. And in this expanded energy, I want you to just take your hands and rub them together. Rub them down the opposite arm. Rub your shoulders. Wrap those arms around you. We're going to give ourselves another hug. Thank you, body. Thank you, thank you, thank you, body. Have some gratitude for this physical body. Get present to your body, present to the crown of your head, present to your eyeballs, your lips, your cheeks, your neck, your collarbones, your shoulders, your breasts, your chest, your waist, your hips, all of your beautiful organs, your belly button, your sex organs, your butt, your hips, down your thighs, your knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Oh, thank you, body. We are about to dance. I think we are ready. Lift your hands up to the sky in a nice stretch. Wiggle your fingers. And blink open your eyes if they are closed. Yeah, I finished 1 minute before I was supposed to, I think. I don't even remember what the timing is, but that was super fun. I never know what's going to come out of me when I start a meditation.